Hello everybody and welcome back to another Thursday Thought. Today I thought we'd talk about problem solving, and we've got the goats in the background. That's actually one thing that I was going to talk about. So these goats, when I first came here, they would like jump in and out of this pasture. Not jump, but they would get in and out of this pasture. And so one thing that was really interesting is they were like, we don't know what to do because we're not sure how they're getting out. Because then they would get out and then they'd be like, okay, I need you to come see if you can figure out how they're getting out. And then they would get back in by themselves. So they weren't sure how they were doing it. So I came over here one day and I actually put them in the pasture, and like perfect timing was everything, watched them how they get out. So I was like, okay, well, how do we solve this problem? Basically what was happening was there was a little spot in the gate that was just big enough that they could poke their heads through. And basically if they could get their heads through, they could squeeze through that area and actually get out of the fence. So I did a little bit of problem solving and a little bit of sketch work. We've got Daisy going crazy. Crazy Daisy. She can be a little crazy. And by sketch work, I mean, it's very sketch looking, but I think it's actually worked because so far I have not come out here and the goats have been out. So basically this little spot right here, they were like sticking their heads out and getting out. Now, this blue one was here before that I put the orange one on there because the the baby mini horse was able to squeeze through here because she could just squeeze right in this area. So because I put that blue thing there, she quit getting out, and then I put the orange thing there and now the goats quit getting out. Anyway, there's that, but there's also a lot of things in life that are very important to learn how to problem solve. I have found, especially working with horses, that problem solving is essential to life. There's not always going to be someone who knows exactly this situation and be like, oh, this is what I've done, blah, blah, blah. You might be that person that finally gets on here and goes, well, since I had this experience and I've not seen anybody else have it, this is what I did. And then somebody later might be like, wow, I'm glad they had that experience because now it's easier for me to figure it out. And then we build on those problem solvings. That's why we have incredible industry today and why we're able to come up with such cool gadgets, because it's like, I had a problem with this. I created this item to fix this problem. And then somebody goes, ooh, I like that item, but I think I know how to make it better. Anyway, it's an incredible thing, and it's something very important to have, is problem solving skills. Even with training horses and working with horses, you have to have problem solving skills to work with horses. How do you think the first person who ever rode a horse did it? Well, they worked hard, they solved some problems, and they wrote them all down and said, hey, this is how I did it. And they're like, okay, interesting. Well, I'm gonna work with horses a little bit more, try starting out with the things that you came up with, and I'm gonna improve upon them. And now there are so many different ways of training horses. On top of the fact that horses are so different in personality and situation, there have to be tons of training methods. So, problem solving, super important. And that's just something I was thinking about today when I was out here at the barn, and I remembered that I had tried to solve the problem of the goats getting out. But it just can apply to so many things in life. And I think too, if you don't have a ton of money and you're not someone who can just buy whatever gadget you need, your problem solving skills are probably a little higher than most. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.